Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we will know about TESTAROSSA telling about VELGRYND. Spoilers ahead, so watch out. Subscribe the channel for more videos. So, let's begin the video. Watch the previous video to catch up here. Link is in description for that. But reality isn't as simple as talking and the world is hard to predict. By the way, Yuki-chan has said that the Demon Lord guy seems to be unhappy with the increase in the Imperial battle power as well. Why is the strongest guy so vigilant? It makes one wonder. Ghidorah suddenly remembered what it was like to say that. Indeed, as long as you have the ability to investigate, it's only natural that your attack will be effective against Guy, and that you will be alert. Guy's goal is to unify the world with the power of the Demon Lord. Positively confronting empires, the stakes can be said to be completely stacked against each other. It's weird. Why, arrogant Guy, would you allow the empire to exist? Gathering the strong to fight might be more fun, but Guy was unexpectedly serious. It gives the impression that if one can act, one will immediately go out personally to wipe out the foolish ones. Diablo, Ultima, and Carrera spoke the doubts in their hearts. It was TESTAROSSA who answered these questions. Quite simply, there is Lord VELGRYND in that place. To strike out against the Empire would most likely provoke Lord VELGRYND. That's why I'm so honest in the Empire. Upon hearing this, Calgurio gave a surprised look, while Minute whispered, "Is that called honesty?" Although I don't know what TESTAROSSA is doing with the Empire, it is none of my business after all. To avoid even blaming me for the past, these things are ignored. What concerns me more is the name, VELGRYND. The name is VELGRYND. Does it mean, what a surprise, primordial white? No, Lady TESTAROSSA, so much respect for the scorched dragon that dwells on the burning mountain of the gods. TESTAROSSA was like, "What did you say?" The smile on her face looked at Minute, and Minute hastened to change his words to say so. This convinced me of what VELGRYND is really all about. She's one of only 4 dragon races in the world, the sister of Veldora, who is in charge of the Scorch. This is the real trump card of the Empire. It's not quite right to say respectfully, our relationship with the dragon race is a little more complicated. However, our Lord Rimuru is an ally with Lord Veldora, so isn't it only natural that I should pay my respects to Veldora's sister? That is to say, without my relationship with Veldora, then TESTAROSSA wouldn't have any respect for the dragon race. So that means that TESTAROSSA was so honest because she couldn't win against VELGRYND. Even so, can't you beat Guy? To say if you can win, you can't win. Not mentioning Guy, I at least can't beat the dragon race. It's not a question of strength or weakness, but the fact that it's an indestructible existence like the true dragon race. Being spoken of as incomprehensible by the incomprehensible incarnation like TESTAROSSA, the true dragon race, really. If Veldora hears this, he will probably laugh out loud again, but never say such things in front of him. Yes, the true dragon race is not even a threat to Guy, but it's impossible to eliminate them, right? Woo-hoo, don't know. At least with magic, I don't think so. It's not a victory as long as you can't kill completely, that seems to be common sense among demons. If you say so, you really can't beat the dragon race. Remember what Veldora said, the dragon seed will come back to life even if it dies. Demons usually destroy their cores when they are destroyed, but the dragon race can still be resurrected, except that part of their memory and personality seems to be reset at that time. It is also possible that there are dragon race that keep their memories alive like the demon race. As the word goes, it is the feeling of being indestructible. Well, with a guy like that in the Empire, we can't attack at will. Whatever that guy is to Guy first, she's a threat to us. I repeatedly said, tricky, 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 and Calgurio and others looked at each other with a confused face. It was then opened by Calgurio, with Minute, Ju and Bonnie beginning their statements. I'm sorry to be rude, but I have something to tell you. As far as I know, the Empire worships Lord VELGRYND as a guardian dragon, and through history, there are accounts of guarding the Empire from angelic attacks, but in the end, it was only because the Empire presented Lord VELGRYND with a tribute, begging her to grant it on a whim. That noble and beautiful true red dragon is the symbol of imperial prosperity. We, single digits, with the approval of His Majesty Rudra, are bound to visit that symbolic dragon and make it remember its name and face on the spot, saying that we will never be hostile to it. Indeed, I was in that ceremony, too. Hostility is impossible. It's not an existence that can be earned. There was a connection between the Empire and VELGRYND, but the Empire side couldn't seem to ask her to do anything. Also, Bonnie's reaction makes one wonder a bit. Not somewhat, being super very concerned. Well, you can keep quiet if you don't want to talk. Which side do you think would win if you fought VELGRYND, the marshal you were talking about? Hey, to put it another way, it's still a guess, but there's always a similarity between the two. Have you ever felt that way? How can? Bonnie understood what I was saying and was about to joke, but immediately turned into a serious expression. Beside Bonnie, Ju paled in thought. It doesn't feel wrong. The true face of the marshal is VELGRYND, the scorched dragon. It can't be wrong. That's the reason why Demon Lord Guy didn't attack the Empire, was because of VELGRYND's existence. And I'm afraid that there were threats within the Empire that could rival VELGRYND's, and if that wasn't the case, there would be no reason for Guy to not act. I turned my gaze to the big screen and sighed. Alas, a rash attack would irritate VELGRYND, and sending an army would most likely be annihilated in one breath. It's an extremely reckless strategy to attack together with Yuki. Sure enough, intelligence is really important. Fortunately, the first to notice the presence of VELGRYND collected his feet before stepping on a landmine, and as much as it was tempting to win the peace with the Empire, it would have been foolish to launch a counterattack by us. With Lord Veldora's sister as an opponent, none of us could have won. Shall we ask Lord Veldora to come? From Benimaru's presentation, as weak as it sounds, this is the result of calm judgment. The so-called true dragon is beyond the existence of the gods, and it would be a failure to see the reality if it was won by the delusion. Well, how shall I put it? We don't want to involve Veldora in our affairs. And I don't want to have Veldora fighting his own sister, so it's better not to ask him for help. In that case, it is very difficult to know what to do in the future. I'm going to pass this information on to Yuki as well. The legions sent out can't just stay put. Yeah, it's necessary to completely rework the strategy, and it's not okay to not contact Yuki. My mind is racing with thoughts. At this point, Diablo, the child in question, dropped a bomb. It looks like this has something to do with Guy too, so I called him in. He'll be here soon, so let's ask the guy together when the time comes. I couldn't help but have a serious expression on my face as I repeatedly stared at Diablo. Seeing his shy expression, I couldn't help but sprout some killing intent. At a time when it is so distressing, this idiot is doing something so redundant. Already, yes, I'm angry, but it can't be ignored. Anyway, I broke up the meeting to prepare for Guy's visit. That's it for this video. Subscribe the channel for more videos. Meet you on next one.